This episode of Comedy Bang Bang is brought to you by Squarespace. With the help of Squarespace, tackling your next move might not be as difficult as it seems. Whether you're hoping to start a business, change careers, or launch a new creative project, Squarespace gives you the ability to create an online platform from which to make your next big idea known to the world. And with Squarespace's award-winning templates, creating your website is a simple, intuitive process. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com and enter offer code BANGBANG to get 10% off your first purchase.
Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
I see London, I see France. I'm in the channel, of course. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Ha! Tom Danks, you done it again. You crazy for this one? Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. It is another episode, and we're in definitely in the middle, if not the throes of January. I mean, we can all agree that.
Total
agree
throes.
that.
Agree that.
Agree that. New catchphrase. Is that a shirt? Agree that.
Agree that.
Not everything is a shirt, Scott.
That's a shirt.
That's a shirt. All of our guests, by the way, are wearing shirts. It's not a shirts and skins podcast today. Thank goodness. Every once in a while, you'll show up to a podcast. It'll be shirts and skins, and then you're just embarrassed. You're like, oh God, I hope I'm on the shirts. I hope I'm on the shirts, and then you get put on the skins, of course.
Very awkward.
You're just sitting there, stripped to the waist. Speaking of stripped to the waist, here our guest of honor on today's show has certainly been stripped to the waist in his life.
Yes.
And we'll count down the times that he has done that in his life. Certainly today. We'll be getting to that after the break, the top 5 times. I asked him to compile a list.
Yes.
Before coming in.
Top 5's stripped to the waist.
Give us a sneak piece to what's coming in at number 5 with a bullet.
Well, I didn't think about it, but I walked in here with my fly down.
Mm-hmm, you did.
And that's about as stripped to the waist as I ever get.
That's stripped on the waist.
I know. And then I zipped it up, and then I'm like, what am I doing? It's a podcast.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm going to undo it again.
Undo it, please. I'd love to get a little peek in there.
There we go.
Zip to the waist.
Zip to the
More
waist.
like.
That's a shirt.
You know him from, of course, his wonderful podcast where he plays the titular Judge Hodgman. Is that true?
John Hodgman.
Judge John. Is it, by the way, is it called Judge John Hoffman?
It is it's called Judge John
What is John
Hoffman.
Is it called Judge?
It's interesting. A lot of people find it hard to pronounce. They call it Judge John Hodgman, but the show is actually
Judge John Hoffman.
No, Judge Sean Hoffman. And it's funny because it's all on the website.
It's right there.
Yeah,
it's all there.
Yeah.
You can't even access it without typing in Sean Hoffman.
It's just people make the same mistake every time.
They always pronounce it that way.
Maybe because my name is John Hodgman, they get confused.
It might be.
But no, it's named after a famous judge, Sean Hoffman.
Would you, and you know how a lot of comedians, when they're on television shows based on their lives, they slightly change their name.
Right. To John Hunchman.
Hunchman. And that would be when you are like a detective of some sort and you have a hunch. Oh. A hunchman.
You know what? That's actually something I'm working on. So I don't want you to get the idea that you had that idea.
I'm sorry, but I came up with it right
here.
No.
I'm
cutting in at this point.
I got
Did you mail it to the WGA?
I mailed it to myself.
Damn it. God, foiled again. What I like to do is I go around just machine gun rapid firing ideas out there, and on the spare chance that someone hasn't mailed it to themselves.
I have backdated final drafts.
By the way, John Hodgman is here. I was vacationing this last summer.
That's good.
And that's the end.
Yeah. Follow-up story, me too.
Great. While I was there, we were staying at a really interesting house. Do I want to give information about it because people might figure out where it is?
Leave it to Hunchman, the greatest detective.
Okay, where was I staying?
What state was it?
California.
California.
I was staying at a famous person's house.
The Winchester Mystery House.
That's it.
That's right.
I was staying at the mystery spot.
Yeah.
where that's up by Santa Cruz, is it not?
Yes, I believe it is so.
Yep. I was staying at a house that used to be owned by Christian Audiger. He is the designer who created the Ed Hardy and Von Dutch brands.
Agree that.
Agree that. And it was of course decorated much like one would expect, with gaudy pearls everywhere. Yeah. The interesting part of the story.
Pearls ever not gaudy?
That's true. That is a good point.
Unless they're on a beautiful woman.
Or on George Michael's jacket from the Faith era.
There we go.
Hey!
Hang on. No, I just...
Sean?
My phone is set for alert every time someone mentions it's a dead celebrity.
Okay. Well...
I'll turn that off.
We turned
Rest
on...
in peace, George Michael, by the way.
We turned on the radio and we listened to a little David Bowie.
I silenced it.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
But it did buzz.
Okay, thank you. Vibrated. And we were talking to the...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say buzz instead of vibrated?
I'm merely providing synonyms.
This is an East Coast, West Coast thing. Well, we don't call it Hellman's. We call it Best Foods over here. And also we say vibrated.
Instead of... vibrate Lightyear? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Uh-huh.
It's weird how they had released two different versions of that movie.
For the east of the Mississippi and west of the Mississippi.
Because people wouldn't know what Buzz Lightyear was.
Hardee's, Carl's.
You were saying.
Yes, Christian Audiger, of course, is no longer with us. But
that was a buzz.
Oh.
Sorry, vibrate.
Yeah, strangely enough, I had mentioned him previous to mentioning George Michael. Maybe he's not as big a celebrity.
Well, you know what's the most important part of comedy? Consistency.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gotta sling that tent. Consistent. You know what I mean? Your show comes out weekly.
That's right. That's right. Wait a minute. Tell your story.
Oh, okay.
I'll leave the plugging of my show to me.
The gentleman of the house who owned it and kept it tastefully decorated, as Christian Audiger intended, was talking about his life, and he said, we were asking him what he does. He hung out by the pool with us for a long time, and he...
Sounds like a great vacation.
Yep. And he asked...
Was it an Airbnb?
It was.
Where the host says, well, here's the entire house. I'll just be living in the walls.
It was actually a nice guy. He said, when he showed us around the house, he said, by the way, I'm right up here if you want to hang out.
Yeah.
And we did. And so we hung out with him. But we asked him at one point, we said, what do you do for a living? And he said, oh, I created the movie and TV show Limitless.
Oh, take a pill. Get real good.
I want that pill. Mm-hmm. I want that pill.
They're going to make it someday.
Fans of this show will. People are tweeting it all the time to me because PFT and I constantly talk about I want that pill.
Sure.
And so I said, oh my gosh, you're the creator of I Want That Pill. That's so incredible. And now the TV show is on. And he says, yeah, well, I mean, you know, they stole it from me. There's a court case. I'm going to get paid on this really soon. So he feels he's owed money for creating Limitless somehow.
Comedy plus lawsuit equals tragedy.
Have you ever had an idea stolen from you? Or anything stolen from you?
You just tried to steal Hunchman from me.
I did. Well, I got nothing on Hoffman.
Oh, gosh.
Now I can't even say the fake one right.
I don't think I did have an idea stolen from me.
What'd you get?
First of all, I'm a little under the weather. My left nostril is not as clear as I would like it to be.
Do you want to blow that out somehow? Oh, God.
When I was but a pup, I wrote a sketch. There was never that for McSweeney's magazine, the very, very literary humor magazine. Of the
Fine
90s,
purveyor of literary humor with a U.
Exactly so. And the beginning of my career as a almost comedy person.
As comedy adjacent.
Yes, exactly. As a humorist.
Yep. That's almost a comedian.
Oh, it's a label put on me so condescendingly and accurately. But bear in mind I was very young.
Mm-hmm. How young were you?
I was.
This sounds like it's Match Game or something.
That's right.
How young were you?
I was so young. I was writing for McSweeney's.
Whoa!
No, see, that's not comedy. That's humor. You don't laugh
humor.
at
Yeah.
you laugh at comedy.
You chuckle
You
at
and go,
humor. Or you elbow your friend in the ribs.
raise your eyebrow and go, I see what he's up to. I see his game.
I see the strings. I see how the trick is performed.
I wrote this sketch called "Fire the Next Sharp Stick," and the premise was a caveman who were being approached by a caveman in an organization who are being approached by another caveman with a new idea, which is fire.
Okay.
And
let me guess, Geico, the caveman
No, it was before.
stole it.
It was before even that. It was even worse than that.
Okay.
It was Quiznos.
Quiznos stole this and turned it into a commercial?
They used a lot of the. So the idea was that it was. Here's how dumb it was. It was an allegory for the invention of the internet. Because right around that time,
I see what you're doing.
You had people coming around going, you know what you need is the internet, and everyone was going, the internet will never work. And this old caveman was like, fire, who needs that? We still have not fire or whatever,
That's fine. We still have not fire.
and his
We still have wood.
and the old caveman's claim to fame was he invented the sharp stick as opposed to the blunt stick,
Right.
which And so Quiznos, the ad came, and it's like Quiznos. It's like the caveman who invented the first sharp stick. I mean, it was like very, very one-to-one, and we had performed it at one time at a very.
At a Quiznos corporate event?
At a Quiznos corporate event where we had to sign over all our intellectual property.
Okay, so that's not
But
exactly...
I was young. I didn't know what contracts were, and I needed some lunch meat. It was just a bad deal.
Was there a lawsuit, or was
No,
this
no, there was
purely wow, that sucks?
There was nothing to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Quiznos putting you on blast.
That's right. That's right.
Have you ever come out publicly and talked about this?
Many
times?
Yeah,
Okay, so Quiznos knows. Quiznos knows.
That's why. It's not Quiz don't knows.
And this is...
Quiz knows
Humorist.
what Quiz does. No, Quiz knows what Quiz did. There we go. Edit it that way.
Quiz knows what Quiz did. That might be the title of this.
That's a shirt. I agree.
Is that a shirt?
That's true.
Have you ever had any property stolen?
Yes, I have had property stolen.
Mm-hmm.
When I first drove to New York City, probably I was 19.
Okay.
I was visiting a friend at Columbia University, and it was right before I was going to go on a trip to England.
Okay, so
So-
you're going from where to New York?
First, I was visiting my friend in New York, and then I was going to. I guess I was going to fly.
Where were you
from there.
before that?
Boston, where I'm
Okay,
from.
you're Boston to New York.
So I drove down here. I don't know what was going on in my mind. I was 19 years old. I was all kinds of confused. I was stripped to the waist. You know how it is.
Sure, yeah.
That's, by the way, number 4.
Okay.
Number 4,
Oh
top
boy,
one.
we're counting them
Yeah,
down.
I went to see Sam Potts, still my very dear friend. He was going to Columbia. I drove down. For some reason, I was going on this trip to England later, but for some reason I decided to bring my passport, all the cash I had in the world.
How much are we talking?
What's that?
At this time?
I would say $500.
$500. Now, back in, I'm assuming this is the 90s?
This would have been in the very early 90s.
Very early
1991. So as early as it gets.
So Nirvana was just about to break onto the scene.
Oh, yes.
Kurt Cobain was cooking up some interesting songs.
Johnny Carson was getting ready to say goodbye.
Oh, boy.
Going to teach him how to say goodbye.
What a time.
What a time it was. John Hodgman, 19 years old, getting ready to go to England on a drink abroad program of his own devising.
I'm going to give you a little underscoring.
Please. Oh, is that bad music? I should be telling the story? Yeah, so I borrow my mom's car to drive down to...
Is this competing too hard with?
A little bit.
Okay.
Also, it wasn't,
I'll be quiet.
Maybe you could just lay down some early Tom Waits. That's probably what I would have been listening to at the time. That's more like it.
In the absence of melody, here's this.
So I drive down to New York City. In my mom's car, I park on near Columbia University. Of course, New York City was a much different place.
It was a different place. This was pre Giuliani and pre 9/11, and so much going on.
And and also I had an image in my head of the Warriors. So I like that. That
The
was
Golden State Warriors?
That's right. The Golden State Warriors were a notorious street gang from Coney Island that would wander around New York at the time.
And they turned into a basketball team. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyone can become a basketball team. You just
Right.
have to apply.
Right. But
This happened to be a street gang.
So I find a place to park to visit my friend, and I'm like, I don't want to walk around with all my earthly possessions because I'm going to get robbed by some bad kids.
Oh, no.
So I put it in the trunk of my car thinking,
Ooh, in the boot.
yeah, no one can get in there. And then I go see my friend, and then we're going to go drive downtown to go have dinner somewhere, and I open the trunk, and it's long gone. Not a scratch.
So the trunk was closed.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't leave it open. Interesting.
I did not leave it open.
Right. But
Right.
they didn't jimmy it open and then go, you know what? I'm just
No.
going to leave this open. Why would I go the extra mile to shut it?
Right. Well, it was a trunk of mystery because years later, after I moved to New York, I had to have been almost 10 years later.
10 years later, we're talking right around 9/11.
Just before.
Just before. Did you see the towers fall?
Presidential briefings were being ignored by the president
Yes.
while Smash Mouth was burning up the charts. Maybe.
Maybe. Don't think so.
Don't
but,
remember. All-Star yet? No?
Oh,
When?
long past.
Oh, okay. There we go. But maybe,
By the way, please stop sending me Smash Mouth or Bare Naked Ladies news. Please, I beg of you.
me personally?
You personally.
I thought you really liked that.
No, I beg of you, John.
Oh.
Sean, please.
No, all right. I'll unsubscribe you from those 35 mailing lists.
Thank you. Okay, so 10 years later.
10 years later, it's the year 2000.
Do you want me to do that song or
No, thank you.
Okay.
And yeah, I've moved to New York City. I'm living in that same neighborhood.
And now you think you know a little bit about
I've been living in New York for almost a decade. At that
you know
point.
when to leave your stuff in your car, when not to leave.
I
your
know
stuff in
never
your
to
car.
leave your stuff in your
Never.
car.
But what about on your person? Where do you hide it on your person in case you're robbed?
Well, the thing is, you know how people take the
Subway?
radios out of their car and
yes.
stuff like that. Just and they just leave it open so it doesn't get smashed.
Right.
I don't take anything on my person. I usually walk around stripped to the waist. Number
Right.
3.
Right. Number 3.
So there I am working at my desk, the dining room table in our
On
apartment.
some humor.
And my mom has passed away at this point.
I'm very sorry.
Well, I was too, and I still am. But we inherited this car that I had driven down 10 years
Very
before.
same car.
Yep. And I'd found a place to park it where I could see it from my window as I was typing at our kitchen table.
What better view to type some humor than
Yeah.
looking at your car?
Yeah, right. Well, I felt very safe now. I was like,
Right.
now I'm a professional in the city. I know what I'm doing.
Did a lot of your stories have to do with automobiles?
Oh, I was a
eventually?
famous automotive writer for many
Oh,
years.
right.
Yeah. Remember when they reintroduced the new Beetle? I wrote that story.
Do you mean Ringo Starr?
Yeah, that's right. Okay. The new Beetle.
Taking Pete Best's place.
Anyway, I'm sitting there typing, and I'm watching my car, and I watch a man walk up to my car. It was a Subaru Legacy, by the way. 4-door.
A very fitting
Non-hatchback.
tribute to your mother's legacy.
Indeed. That's and he takes what looks like, I'm far away, but he puts a key into the trunk, opens it,
Okay.
puts a plastic shopping bag into the trunk, closes it, and walks away.
Okay.
It was very strange.
Did you then go down to your car and find what was in the plastic shopping bag?
Yes, I did.
And what was in that bag?
It was nothing.
Various sundries?
It was a bag of tools.
Really?
Yeah,
Tools
like
are expensive.
wrenches and hammers.
Huh.
And I do not know what he was doing. I do not know how long he had been using my trunk for a storage
that's interesting.
area.
So maybe he figured out, or maybe does he have a skeleton key that can get into any car? Or did he just figure out, hey, did he say, look, I have a Subaru Legacy key with me? Maybe I'll try it out on this trunk.
Even though I am John Hunchman's world's greatest detective, I have never been able to solve this mystery.
This is the one. This is your arch enemy.
He is
That
my
has eluded
Moriarty.
you.
For all I know, it might be the same guy from 10 years before. He's like, I remember this car.
Oh yeah, I got this on lock.
I got this key.
Here we go.
But
Boom.
he didn't break the lock. He clearly had a skeleton key.
Right.
For Subarus or any other kind of lock.
Interesting.
And for whatever reason, he needed to put his tools away.
He needed to store his tools.
And he put him in my trunk.
Interesting. And do you still have those tools?
Yes, I brought them with me.
Did you ever like dust them for fingerprints or anything
No, I
like
took
that?
them the heck out of my trunk and I put them next to a tree.
Next to a tree?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I didn't want them in my trunk, but at the same time, I didn't want to.
You didn't want them in your house.
I didn't want them I didn't want them at all. I wanted
didn't
it
want
all,
them in your place of
I
worship.
wanted it all to end.
Right. It stops here.
This
It
madness,
stops now.
This madness had to go.
Oh my gosh. What an interesting story.
It was a strange, there. What do they say about New York City? There are 10 or 20 stories in New York City.
10, yeah, or 21 at most.
Yeah,
they
21 at
usually
most.
say.
That's what they say.
How did you get to England without your passport?
I had to go and quickly get a new one. I mean, I had a little time. I don't know why I was bringing my passport to New York.
Maybe you thought
I felt like a big grown-up.
you were 19 at the time. Maybe you thought
I could prove that I
needed
wasn't allowed to drink.
Yeah. Was it a fake passport?
That's right. I don't know. I don't remember why I was bringing that thing.
When you're young, you do dumb shit.
That's a shirt, and that agree.
Agree that, I believe, is
that
our
what it was?
catchphrase. Yes, agree that. I wrote it down right here.
Oh, thank you. Agree that.
Agree that. John,
Please
this
call
is
me
your
Sean.
Sean, this is your time to say whatever you want. I know doing your show, it has a structure to it. You describe your podcast for the uninitiated.
I am the host of the Judge Sean Hoffman podcast, available at MaximumFun.org. Look
or
for my
just
name,
at
Sean
Judge
Hoffman.
SEANHOFFMAN.org.
Now, I can see your producer is currently registering that domain. Talk about stealing from me.
You didn't mail it to yourself already, did you?
did.
Damn it!
I mailed it to myself in a postcard. Wish I was here. It's Judge John Hodgman.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a court show like Judge Judy.
Mm-hmm.
I am the judge. And
Does anyone piss on your head and say that it's raining?
no, I don't.
Okay, that does not happen.
I don't allow that.
Okay, good.
No way. Unless I'm paying for it in Russia.
What?
Topical.
Hold on now. I don't like that kind of thing.
Topical humor.
I don't appreciate that at all.
John Hodgman was once on the Daily Show.
Are you trying to say that our president is
Elect.
a pee-pee monster? No, he's president now.
Oh, by the time this comes out,
Yes.
that's right. Well,
Are you saying he's a pee-pee monster?
I'm not. Look, all I'm saying is they're dossiers.
Is he a pee-pee head? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no!
How dare you,
He's
sir?
a germophobe.
Sure.
Anyway, yes, Judge John. I am the judge. Jesse Thorne, the host of Bullseye on NPR,
And also
and
Jordan Jesse Go.
Jordan Jesse Go, and the proprietor of Maximum Fun Networks is my bailiff, and he keeps order in my courtroom. And real people call in with their disputes, and I listen to both sides, and I tell them who is right and who is wrong.
Okay. So this has a structure to it.
It does.
So you don't often get to be on a podcast and just let it all hang out and say whatever you want.
Number two, stripped to the waist.
Right, there it is. I'm going to give you the
One time, I was stripped to the waist
backwards.
on This
Waist
American
down.
Life.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I'm going to give you an opportunity here. You get 60 seconds on the clock. You can say whatever you want. You can talk to anyone out there who might be listening. You can talk to your fans. You can talk to your enemies. You can say whatever you want. This is your time. This is John Hodgman's time to shine. That's that's the name of the segment.
Shine time?
Shine time. Hodgman's shine time.
When does it start?
I'll give you a countdown.
Give me 2 days to prepare.
Okay. You can say whatever you want. You can talk to a deceased loved one. You can talk to a loved one who is not deceased. You can say something to your family. You can give shout outs. You can do anything you like, and it starts in 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Dear Mom, I really miss you a lot. Scott said I could talk to a deceased loved one, and I decided I would talk to you. I have so many questions. Where are you now? Are you happy? Are you anywhere? Or just in a deep void? But if you could answer one question for me. Why are so many people able to get into the trunk of your car? I don't understand.
Is that a metaphor?
What's that?
Is that a metaphor?
How dare you, Scott? It's my shine time.
Sorry.
Why did you give me a car
15 seconds.
that had where everyone in the world, or at least one person, had a skeleton key to get into the trunk whenever they wanted.
I still think that this is
Why were
sounding like a metaphor.
Why were you, Scott?
Sorry, 10 seconds.
What were you trying to teach me? What metaphor were you trying to get across to me about security, about trust? What were those tools?
5 seconds.
If that man is out there, all right, I'm done talking to you, Mom. I love you.
3.
If that man is out there, who are you? Contact me at
2 seconds.
Hodgman@MaximumFun.org. I'm sure you have an email address.
1 second.
And would like to let me know what you're doing with those tools.
And time. Oh, beautiful. A beautiful elegy. Elegy, am I saying that word right?
For the dead mom part, yes.
Yes,
but
for the guy who
for the
stole
weird
the
guy
stuff.
with tools, not sure what that would be.
Probably not.
That would be an accusation / desperate question.
All right, we need to take a break. When we come back, John Hodgman will have cleared out that nostril. Oh, God. Hey, it's the wintertime. Anything goes in the wintertime. People have colds.
It's January throws.
You know? We'll be right back. Oh, gosh, we have some really interesting guests coming up. And we have a businesswoman and a medical practitioner. That's so interesting. All right, we'll be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang after this. Mom, prom is tonight, and I don't have anything to wear. Mommy, will you rent me a tux? Please, Mommy? How many times have you been in that situation? None, I hope, because that would be weird. But maybe you do have a wedding or a special event, perhaps an award show. Hey, who knows? That you need to go to, but you don't know how you're going to get something to wear. And you're tired of that old tuxedo shop situation where you go in and you're side-eyed by the person behind the counter and they're trying to upsell you to something really nice, but they got you in there because they had a deal going on for the worst fitting tuxedo in the place. You don't want to look like one of them jerks. No, looking great has never been easier with the Black Duck stock. It's not easy to say for me right now. Let me try it again. Here we go. TheBlackTux.com. That's right, TheBlackTux.com. With high-quality rental suits and tuxedos delivered to your doorstep, The Black Tux is giving guys a new way to rent. And get this, Black Tux, The Black Tux that is, offers free home try-on so you can see the fit and feel the quality of your suit months before the event. And the best part, it's all done completely online. No trips to that stupid tux shop. TheBlackTux.com lets you create your look or choose from tons of stylist-selected outfits starting at just $95. These suits, they have a modern fit. They're made from fine Italian wool, the highest quality on the rental market. And if you have any questions, any issues, they have expert customer care team. They have expert customer care team. They have an expert customer care team who have your back every step of the way. And after ordering, your suit will arrive 14 days before your event. That's a full 2 weeks to try it on, make sure everything fits. If anything is less than perfect, like Jamie Lee Curtis once said, The Black Tux will send you a free replacement right away. When your event is over, just drop your rental back in the mail and shipping is free both ways. That's very, 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 that's VZ. It's so very easy. All you can say is it's VZ. To get started now, visit thebblacktux.com/bangbang and experience a new way to rent. thebblacktux.com/bangbang. Hey, I have a question for you, and this is going to sound crazy. When's the last time you ordered clothes online and got to try them on before paying for them? You know? Anyone? No? Never! Exactly! That would be so weird to order clothes online and then try them on before paying for them. That doesn't happen. Why am I even asking this question? That is stupid. It doesn't exist, right? Now it does. That is exactly what jackthreads.com does. With Jack Threads, you can try out any of their stylish tees, jeans, and more at home for free. And you only Pay for what you keep. Such an awesome idea, whether it's, I don't know, big name clothing brands or Jack Thread's in-house line. You can be sure you're 100% in love with the items you ordered before spending a cent. They sent me Jack Thread stuff. I tried it on, and you know what? Because of my weird body, half of it didn't look good. I'm not a model. Sorry, Mom. But I sent them back, and I got other stuff, and I'm very happy with the stuff I got. That's how it works. That's how shopping should work. Instead of playing internet roulette and gambling on a new size or a style, just use jackthreads.com. You have 7 days to decide if your new items are working for you. Try them on, get a second opinion, get a third opinion, get a fourth opinion, get a fifth opinion. You can never have enough opinions about your clothes. Ask Mommy. Make sure you're thrilled. If it's not a fit, don't worry. Jack Threads gives you everything you need to ship things back. Packing tape, a prepaid shipping label, all of that completely free. Go to jackthreads.com, enter code BANG when you submit your tryout for 20% off anything you keep. That's jackthreads.com, code BANG to save 20% on anything you keep. Never buy before you try. Ever again, guy. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here with John Hodgman and weekly. What day of the week does your podcast come out?
Wednesday afternoon.
Wednesday afternoons.
Judge John Hodgman on iTunes and MaximumFun.org.
Why the afternoon?
What's that?
Why the afternoon?
Well,
Don't people like these things for their morning commute?
I like to sleep in.
Ah, got it. You posted up yourself.
I do.
Okay.
I posted myself.
Fantastic. That is weekly. And how many episodes have you done?
Oh, on order of 20,000.
How many?
No, like 200 and some.
How many years have you been?
About 5 years.
About 5 years. The David Bowie special. Oh, you vibrated again.
Sorry.
Let's get to our next guest. We first met him during the holidays on our holiday special.
That's convenient.
He is a medical practitioner of note. Please welcome Dr. Green.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? How you doing? It's me again, Dr. Green, okay? Serious medical professional. And just to be clear, one more time, I am not a weed dealer, okay? Don't deal drugs, not at all, okay?
Not a weed dealer.
Not a weed dealer. Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Good. Welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for coming.
Hey, man, it's good to be here. Last time I was on the show, I really drummed up a bunch of business. So I figured I'd come back. Yeah, man.
Okay, so a lot of you've been getting a lot of people in the door, people asking for you to check them out and to give them prescriptions.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people coming down. We was down on the Venice Boardwalk handing out free samples of Prozac, and it was really just, drumming up a bunch of business.
That's something that you should be doing, free samples of Prozac.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. We got this new kind of Prozac. It's called Prozac Crazy Prozac, or PCP for short. It's good. It's really, we're getting a lot of people through the door.
Prozac Crazy, like...
Because people that need it are kind of crazy, so we figure it's like a colloquial thing, Down on the island, we don't really use medical names. We use kind of the people's slang, the people speak,
What island are you from again? Staten Island?
Jamaica, brother.
Oh, Jamaica.
I'm from Jamaica. Usain Bolt is my best friend.
Is he really?
Yeah, man. We grew up together. We was on the swim team together,
Wait, he swam?
Yeah, he used to be a swimmer before he figured out he could run really fast.
He's like, why am I bothering with the arms thing?
Yeah, he's like, this stupid, I don't need my arms. Me got the long legs.
It's so faster to just go through air than it is water.
Yeah, that motherfucker's so fast. He can run on water. We call him Jamaican Jesus because he runs so fast.
How does he like that?
He loves it. He's, he a bit arrogant, okay? It's cool, but when you that fast, he got 9 gold medals, fastest man alive.
How fast were you as a swimmer?
I was pretty good. I was a backstroker. Yeah. And then I was looking up one day and I got a sign from the good Lord that said, you should go to Princeton, study science, specifically science of the mind, and then open a, psychologist office down on the Venice Boardwalk and get people in the door. Okay?
Right. Now, you are a psychologist.
Technically, I'm a psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist.
Because, I can prescribe, the medicine.
The medicine, right. Yeah.
Prozac,
and
crazy Prozac.
Right. Right.
Exactly. Prozac, crazy Prozac.
And you work down on the Venice boardwalk.
Yeah.
And what you have a sign that says Dr. Green.
Dr. Green's Emporium. Yeah.
Is it a green sign?
It's a green sign. We got, down on the island. We're kind of religious down on the island, So in order to
what does that mean?
Well, Jamaican Jesus, we pay homage to Jesus by putting a green cross on the sign, and then we get people in the door saying, it's like, but it's a mildly religious thing, It's not,
okay.
Yeah.
So you're sort of a mildly religious psychiatrist.
Not so much. It's just it's paying homage to where you come from. Yeah. So people come in, we give them some jerk chicken and some sweet potatoes when they walk in the door, and then we just give them a whole bunch of Is
that free? Is that like getting tortilla chips at a Mexican restaurant?
That's exactly right. It's exactly like tortilla chips at a Mexican restaurant. Yeah.
Wow. I would be treated by you I would come in for the jerk chicken.
Yeah,
and
come on
sweet
down.
potatoes.
It's great. It's pretty fun. We're doing a lot of fun stuff. We got this new other kind of crazy Prozac that, people don't like taking pills, What was the thing they say? Give me the pill?
Give me that pill.
Give me the pill.
Give me that pill. Yeah.
Give me the pill. Yeah.
I want that pill.
I want that pill. So, but people don't like taking the pills. So we crush up a bunch of pills and we put it inside a gummy, and then people take their selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors in these gummies.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like an edible.
Yeah, it's like edible Prozac. Yeah, exactly.
Edible.
Or Xanax, Valium, Klonopin, the whole run.
Now, are you still having trouble with people getting a little bit confused when they walk into your store, or
A little bit, yeah. Everybody thinks it's a weed dealership. Me, I don't know why. Me think it's pretty clear that me offers serious medical professional help, okay?
how do you dress when you're actually there in the store?
I wear a big old Rasta beanie. Yeah. And
Why is that?
because that is classic Jamaican headwear, okay?
Okay, yeah, it's a cultural thing. I don't.
Me are not going to change who me is just because me in a different country, right? Okay.
Right.
If you went to Sweden, would you dress the same?
I don't know. I guess I would look around at what the Swedish people were wearing, and maybe I would acclimate at a certain point.
I would dress the same, except I'd be stripped down my waist. Number 2.
Ooh, number 2. I thought we already did number 2.
Number 1.
Oh, number 1. Yeah, I don't know. I think at a certain point I would try to fit in, maybe, but you're very proud of your heritage.
Yeah,
and that's something.
I'm from the island. Yeah, I'm very proud,
Yeah, very proud. How long have you been here again?
A couple of years. Well,
Just 2 years.
Yeah, I graduated from Princeton a couple of years ago. Then I went to medical school, I did my residency, and then I came here. Yeah. It's been going pretty well.
So you went to medical school and a residency a couple years ago?
Yeah. I'm pretty new to the profession.
Because you went to Princeton a couple of years ago, you said.
Right, yeah.
And then you went to wow. So this is like, are you some sort of like savant or something? Just really through an accelerated pace?
Exactly. They can be the Jamaican Sigmund Freud. Just
Really?
Yeah. Pretty crazy, huh? We got Jamaican Jesus Usain Bolt and Jamaican Sigmund Freud, Dr. Green, Dr. Terrence Green.
Is that something you should be saying pretty crazy? Isn't that sort of a pejorative?
It's a little ableist, actually.
Listen.
Especially considering your profession.
Yeah.
Well, I may do what I got to do, okay?
What was that?
Yeah.
No, I understand.
You understand it? Oh, okay. So do you have any new products coming out? Any new strains?
Yeah. We got some kind of cool. It's not a direct. It's not a product so much as a behavioral therapy method. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So what people come in, we do, and we teach them a card game. It's just a classic card game, and then playing the card game kind of gets them in the mode to be talking. The card game is Mali, so we deal a bunch of Mali, and then we just we start playing the game. It's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like your clientele may be very confused by everything that's happening.
I don't know why. I think it's very clear, okay? Bra, boop, boop, sha, boop.
Is that you being angry? What is that?
Yeah, when I get angry, I make just generic island noises.
Can I ask you, do you have any anti-anxiety medications that I could take in the form of a tincture?
Yeah, bro. What's a tincture? A little spray?
Yeah, a little spray, or maybe in the form of like a dark chocolate cookie.
Yeah. We got cookies, sure. We got it all, man. Yeah, you come in, we hook you right up. Yeah.
Do you have any antipsychotic medication that I can take in the form of a brownie?
Sure. Yeah. We do this butter, this special antipsychotic butter, and then you can bake whatever you want in it.
That sounds fantastic.
It's pretty great. Yeah, it's good. Things are going good.
Pasta and
put it on some. Yeah, that's gross, but yeah, why not?
How long is the diagnosis process if I come in and say I believe I need antipsychotic medication?
About 4 minutes. About 4 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the process exactly?
You just say, I got this. Me check you right off, and then we get you out the door with whatever you want.
Oh, I'll be there in a moment then.
Perfect, brother. Yeah. Things are going pretty good. Life is good, you know?
Do you do house calls?
I do house calls, yeah, whatever you do, you know. I go around the back, I knock on the door, make sure there's no police back there.
How long do you hang out usually? After, do you play video games with the people for a while?
Sometimes, yeah. And then they be like, you know, oh, it's fine to have you here, but the truth is they don't really want me there. You know, it's like you don't want to be friends with your doctor necessarily.
Yeah.
Listen, I got a quick confession to make, Scott.
I mean, this isn't a church, certainly, but
But
some call podcasts, and this one in particular, sort of, it's like a church in the sense of it's where people come to worship the God of laughter.
There's a lot of talking, and you have to listen.
Yeah. So, listen, before me, I went to Princeton. I was kind of short on money, you know. I was a little homeless, to be say, you know. Maybe a little, just a smidge homeless, you know.
Like 1 day a week?
Yeah, one or 2 days a week. Yeah, catch bulo, boop shabub. Yeah.
You're really getting angry now.
And you know, I had this on the island. We call it a special key. You know, so I had a skeleton key, and Sean Hodgman, me was the one that put the tools in the car.
What?
Yeah. Sorry, I had to get it off my chest. Me, I didn't know. What says it was your car?
What?
This is amazing.
This is 16 years ago.
16 years ago, yeah.
I have so many.
You were two?
Yeah, I was 2. Me, I was a little homeless man. Me, I was 2.
You're only 18 years old right now? You're like a Doogie Howser.
Exactly. The Doogie Howser of Jamaica.
All right. I forgot to mention it was a 2-year-old who broke into my car with a skeleton key and put tools.
Yeah, you said man, by the way. Do you consider 2-year-old?
I don't see age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Me, I was
nice.
only 2, but me, I had a full head of dreadlock.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I have so many questions. What were the tools?
The tools
what were they for?
You know, the tools were sort of an aspirational thing, you know. So me knew that one day me was going to open a psychiatrist office on the Venice Boardwalk. So me needed a whole bunch of tools for that, you know.
Because you had to build the office yourself.
Right.
Okay.
And
And
you said God talked to you at a certain point and told you that you were supposed to do this. You were 1 at this point.
Yeah, you and Usain Bolt.
No. So
we're swimming.
Me, I was homeless in New York when I was 2. Okay, then I had to move home with my parents because you know the dream didn't take off quite as quickly.
Right.
Yeah, very few 2-year-olds who move to the city on their own.
Yeah. Did you give yourself like any kind of time limit? Like I'm going to do this by the time I'm 3.
Yeah. I said me gonna give myself 1 month, and if it don't happen, me going home. So
New York City is famous for chewing up and spitting out the infants.
yeah. You know, kill your dreams like nobody business. You know.
Wow.
So yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, but thanks for putting my tools by the tree. That really helped me out.
Wow.
You found them then.
I found them. Yeah.
So you've caught him. This is closure for you.
I never wanted justice. I just wanted to know what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And
There was something that I did steal out of the trunk, and it was just your Daily Show sketch packet. It was all car-based sketches.
Yes, that was my thing. Well, you know,
What were some of those sketches? Please tell me.
I remember the one was "Me Mama is a Ferrari." That was a funny one.
My mama is a Ferrari.
Yeah.
And what was that an allegory for?
that was not a metaphor. I was just talking about my mom.
Right.
The other one was "Me don't know where me put me gasket." You know, a classic whodunit. It was sort of a Clue allegory type thing.
Classic Johnny Hunchman mystery. Yeah.
Wow, this sounds like a dynamite. And how did you get on the Daily Show without this packet?
Because I didn't have the packet, they were like, "Oh yeah, you can be on the show now."
Right. Okay. So
They're like,
it's almost like
do you have any automobile related material? And I'm like, I did, but it was stolen. They're like, thank God, come on.
So it's almost like you owe your career to Dr. Green here.
I have to say, thank you very much. I never thought I would say that to a person who put weird tools in the trunk of my car without my permission, but thank you, sir.
No problem. I took that sketch packet. Me got on the Jamaican version of the Daily Show.
Really? What is that called?
It's called The Beach Show.
The Beach Show.
Yeah, it takes
how
place
often
on
does
the
that
beach.
come on?
You know, it's supposed
Whenever?
to come out every day, but we kind of do it whenever we want.
Right.
It's on island time.
Island time.
Yeah, brother.
And
agree
were you sort of the
I was the
correspondent?
special automobile correspondent. But weirdly, there's only like 2 cars on the island, so it's kind of the same segment over and over.
Right.
But they like what I did, you know?
Yeah.
And then after that, I joined the swim team with Usain Bolt, and that was when I figured out that, me got to go to Princeton.
What an interesting life you've had.
Yeah, you know?
Incredibly convoluted timeline.
Oh, my gosh.
Listen, you know, so many people waste so many years doing nothing, you know? When did you start doing Comedy Bang Bang? How old was you?
Comedy Bang Bang, I started right after the last inauguration, so it's been 8 years.
Too old, man. It was probably, I started living my life when I was 6 months old.
Really?
You know?
Yeah. Crazy. What were you doing at 6 months? Because we know what you've been doing since you were 2.
Yeah.
But 6 months to 2 is just,
It's a lifetime for him.
Yeah, and we have no information about this.
At 6 months, I was involved in student government.
In a preschool or in
No, in a high school.
Okay, so you were already in high school at this time.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
were working on such an accelerated pace.
Correct. I was 6 months
Interestingly enough, you were in high school from 6 months, it seems, until you were maybe 12 or so. So you really slowed down.
Well, no, until I was 2, and then I moved to New York.
Okay, right.
And then I came back.
Then
and
you
then I
came
went back to school again to try and, socialize a little better.
Okay, got it.
An important part of socialization is being around peers, and just giving them, so a little bit of, you slip stuff in their lockers, and then you take some money from them, and that's how you make friends,
Slip stuff. What were you slipping into their lockers?
I was slipping little sort of orange vials of just candy. Friend candy.
Friend candy.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, Dr. Green live a good life. Yeah, I live a good life. Yeah.
When you were 6 months involved in student government, were you student body president?
I was secretary of the beach.
Secretary of the Beach. That seems like
It's the highest position in the land in Jamaica.
right. Yeah, very unique to that country.
yeah.
How did you run? Did you have a campaign?
Yeah,
or
my
did
campaign slogan was "One steel drum for everybody."
one steel drum for every. And where did you presume you were going to get these steel drums?
Well, I made a whole bunch of money, giving candy to my friends, and then I bought out the biggest steel drum plant on the island, and I gave one steel drum to everybody there.
So they have whole plants for steel drums in Jamaica.
It's the primary export.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the #1 island export behind. Well,
What countries are you exporting these to?
Everywhere. Mexico, big steel drum import business. Bizarrely, Cambodia, they be loving the steel drums in Cambodia. Yeah.
So you made good on. Whoa! You made good on your promise.
Yeah, I made good on my promise, and then I was secretary of the beach for about
What were your duties as secretary of the beach?
I had to go lie down. I had to go look at the sun. I had to talk to the seagulls from time to time, and then I went home.
Talk to the seagulls, like actually converse with them, or
I'd be like checking with them, be like, "How you doing, brother?" They say good, then they fly away. It's a pretty hard job. It's a pretty hard job, So.
And did you have any sort of medication to while you were on that beach at all?
No, that was before I went to Princeton, but
Right,
so
I
we
see.
didn't know anything serious at that point. But
Right.
Just
And you were
friend-
6 months
friend
old.
candy at that time.
Just friend candy. At
Just
the time.
friend candy,
Yeah. Pretty early. Yeah.
So as a 6-month baby, you are distributing.
Friend candy to lockers for money. Buying a ticket to New York City.
What a visual! Wow,
And again, full-headed dreadlocks.
full head of dreadlocks.
Sure. Yep.
Longer than your body, probably.
Longer than my body. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. What a country.
When I used to leave one end of my dreadlock at home, and then when my mama would be like, "It's dinner time," she would just yank on the dreadlock, and I'd come running back home.
That's also handy if maybe you don't have the woods in your country, but if you ever get lost anywhere, you can always find your way back.
We
Yeah.
do have the palm tree swamps, and sometimes I used to get lost in there.
Yeah. But like a Hansel and Gretel situation. You
Yeah,
can
I should
always
just yank on the lock, me come right home. That's the saying on the beach. Yank on the lock, me come right home.
That's a shirt.
Yep.
Agree that. Well, Dr. Green, can you stick around? We
Yeah,
have to
I'm
take a
ahead.
break, but we have another guest coming up.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting. But you're like an old friend of the show now.
Yeah, man, we go hot box the show with psychological information.
Okay, good. I would love for you to get some psychological information from our next guest as well. Because,
Perfect.
yeah.
Well,
I'm not
looking
qualified
forward
to
to it.
do that, but you certainly are.
Sounds
so.
good, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, we need to take a break. When we come back, we will have a businesswoman. Wow, that's exciting. So we'll be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang after this. January, February, so on. The year kind of seems to go like that, doesn't it? They never mix up the months, ever. Like, how awesome would it be? You did January, and then December's back. You get Christmas. Oh, wow, Christmas is early this year. How great would that be? But no, Every year, the same old thing. And every year, as it progresses, January, February, etc., it's easy for some of those New Year's resolutions to fall to the wayside, right? I mean, I personally have blown my diet, and I ballooned up to 300 pounds at this point. And I've asked Kevin over here to stop taking pictures of me because I'm embarrassed. So New Year's resolutions, they're all gone by now, right? It's February. They're all gone, including stuff like starting a business, changing careers, launching creative projects, achieving goals. All of those, though, might be easier than you think if you use Squarespace. Squarespace, of course! Why was I not thinking of Squarespace? That is the wisdom of a fool. Squarespace is used by a wide range of people and businesses, including musicians, I would guess magicians. I bet there's a magician out there who uses Squarespace. It's not in the copy, but so I can't thoroughly attest to the fact that a magician uses Squarespace, but I bet there's one. If you're a magician and you've used Squarespace, please hit me up. And I mean that sincerely. Designers, artists, restaurants. Look, Squarespace gives you the ability to create an online platform from which you can easily make your next move into reality. And with Squarespace's award-winning templates, they won the Templaties, don't you know? Creating your website is a simple, intuitive process. You can add, arrange your content and features with but the click of a mouse, my dear boy. And there's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever. Although, if you're like me and you want to talk to somebody, and you do have a question, Squarespace provides award-winning 24/7 customer support. They can help you with any problem, no matter how technical or trivial seeming. So, whether you need to know what a landing page is, how stupid could you be if you didn't know what a landing page is? I mean, I talked about wisdom of a fool before, but if you don't know what a landing page is, I mean, they would help you with that, obviously. But if you don't know what one is, get a clue. Maybe you need a beautiful gallery, a professional blog, an online store. Tackle your next move with Squarespace. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com. Enter the offer code BANGBANG. You're going to get 10% off your first purchase plus a free domain. That's Bang Bang for 10% off your first purchase. Squarespace. Make your next move. Make your next website. Comedy Bang Bang, we're back here. We have John Hodgman, of course, ex-The Daily Show, ex-New York City resident. Wait, do you still live in New York City or do you live upstate?
I do.
You do? In the city?
I live in Brooklyn, New York now. Brooklyn, New York.
Is that as popular as it was, say, 5-6 years ago?
I would say it's even more popular.
Wow.
It's a shining city upon a hill.
Do you own property there or do you rent?
Why do you want to know?
Well, I'd like to get some sort of picture of your financials to see if you're qualified for this position
on this podcast?
Yes.
Well, that explains why you made me submit all that paperwork.
I did, yeah. Well, ethics paperwork.
And you ran a credit score check and everything else. So.
By the way, 501. Not good. Not good.
Well,
leading me to believe that you are a renter.
You believe what you want.
Oh.
But my wife and I own property.
You share stuff with your wife. That's great.
What's that? Yeah, legally, I have to.
You do. What's it like in California? It's like 50-50. What's it like out there? If you bought something, would it be like 75-25?
51-49, flip a coin on every purchase. We have to do it anytime. Anytime I buy like a Coke, am I allowed to say that?
Yeah. Well, let me check with the Coke Corporation, PepsiCo.
Let me put it this way. Anytime I buy a Casper mattress.
Thank you very much. I'm a Lisa guy. Around here.
All right, here we go. Anytime I buy a Lisa.
Very nice. They have 3 layers of foam in there.
Yeah, I know. And 51% of those layers are mine, and 49% are my wife's.
Right. And
unless the coin flip goes a different way. We have a big silver dollar. She owns 49% of it.
Is it like Two-Face's silver dollar, where one side is scarred?
Yeah, that's right.
And that's your side.
That's right.
Because you're evil.
If it comes up scarred, I have to murder a person.
Well, congratulations. I mean, getting in on the ground floor of Brooklyn real estate, that's got to be very lucrative.
I would not say I got in on the ground floor.
Well, but still, you've been there for a while, so I'm sure that's a healthy investment for you. And That'll pass on to your. How many children do you have? I've met one.
We have 2 children.
You have 2 children.
Yes.
You'll pass that on to them eventually.
No,
really?
I want them
keeping that for yourself.
I want them to come up the hard way, the way I did.
Good.
So instead, I'm going to send them to public school in Brookline, Massachusetts, a comfortable, affluent suburb of Boston.
Very
where
nice.
they will never have to want for anything. Well, they won't get any of my money, I tell you. I'm going to give it all to the Podcast Foundation.
Oh, good. Giving it all to Max Fun.
We're going to give it all to Max Fun.
Man, what if Jesse Thorne then was plotting to murder you, knowing that you're giving all your money to Max Fun?
I think he might plot to murder me without even knowing that.
Probably. We also have Dr. Green here. And anyone plotting to murder you?
Not that I know of, but you never know, you know. Could be,
Are you married?
Am I married? Not yet, but you know, that's the one thing. For all my accomplishments, Dr. Green is I'm a bit of a lonely bachelor. So any ladies out there that want to, you know, gun at it with a successful entrepreneur, government man, athlete, and doctor.
Are
know?
you still consider yourself to be an athlete?
Well, you know, when you win a gold medal, you're an athlete.
Wait,
forever.
you won a gold medal?
Yeah, we went to the Olympics. We were 7 years old. We won a gold medal.
Wait. You won a gold medal in the Olympics at 7 years old. In what field? In what sport?
In the 400 intermediate butterfly.
Now,
on the island, we call it the Jaguar.
Right, but you were a backstroke guy, you said.
Oh, yeah.
But you're so good.
Exactly. Me tried to, you know, me would handicap myself by doing an event that I did not practice.
So how good are you at the backstroke when you can win a gold medal in something you're not even all that good at?
Remember when I said that Jamaican Jesus Usain Bolt could run on water? I used to be able to run on water on my back.
Whoa! You were so fast.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even sink.
I wouldn't sink, me just would slide. It was ice, me would slide to the end and then slide right back, and then the meal would be done.
Wow. Amazing. What a life you've had.
Yeah, you know, Dr. Green.
I don't think I'm interested in your medical, what am I trying to say? Your brick and mortar place.
Practice.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, you know, me a doctor for now, but me a little interesting life, me might change to something else.
Oh, really?
Eventually. Yeah, I don't know what yet, but, you know.
I mean, you're only a 19-year-old, no, how old are you?
Yeah, no, I'm 18 years old.
You're
18-year-old
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have
psychiatrist.
a whole life ahead of you. Gold medal winner.
Yeah.
Famous.
Former New York City resident.
Former New York City resident.
Me really looking
Did you rent or did you own?
I owned a whole bunch of property in Brooklyn for a while.
And yet you were homeless.
Yeah. Me, I was a homeless slumlord.
Yeah, well, you don't use your own supply, I guess.
No, exactly. That's
Right.
one of the commandments. Don't eat your own bushel of banana. Don't get high
Is
in
that
your
from
own
the
supply.
Jamaican Bible?
Exactly.
What do you call that?
The Jamaican Bible.
Jamaican Bible, yeah. Well, we have to get to our next guest. She is a businesswoman, and I'm always interested in talking to businesswomen. I wonder if it's a small businesswoman or a large business. I'm always interested when someone has the gumption to start things. I mean, Dr. Green, you're a businessman, so I mean, you'll have a lot to talk about here. Please welcome Chief.
Greetings and salutations, Gumshoe.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Chief. Very nice to meet you. This is Dr. Green. This is John Hodgman.
Hello, Gumshoes.
What's that word that you keep saying?
Gumshoe.
Gumshoe?
Yes.
What?
It's a kind of a detective, like
I know.
Johnny Hunchman.
Okay, yeah, I know what a gumshoe. Maybe you're just talking to Johnny Hunchman over
No,
there?
I'm talking to all of you, Gumshoes.
Okay, well, I don't know that I'm...
You are now a part of Acme Industries. That is the business that I am in, solely based on finding Carmen Sandiego, international thief, runabout, run amok, Carmen Sandiego, Gumshoe.
Okay, wow. Oh, okay.
We've been enlisted.
I guess so, yeah. Carmen Sandiego, that name is ringing a bell for me, although I can't quite place it.
She's a thief. She's been all around the world, and I need you all to find her.
Okay.
Gumshoes.
Okay. Acme Industries, you say?
Yes.
Is that a private detective agency?
It is,
Okay,
Gumshoe.
got it.
Great.
Not
You're
a gov-
already on the case.
Not a governmental arm. Not a member of the intelligence community.
No, if we actually ever caught Carmen Sandiego, we'd be arrested.
What?
Wait, I don't want to catch her then.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't,
What's
Too
that?
late.
Wait,
Too
why?
late. Too late.
I don't
You're
have
all
a,
in, Gumshoes.
I don't have a lot of motivation at this point to do my job all that well.
What if I showed you this picture of her?
Oh, that would be helpful because I recognize the name from something. I can't remember what it is.
I'll show you a picture of the international thief, swindler, swingbat, Carmen Sandiego.
Swingbat? Did you mean dingbat or?
No, swingbat. She loves playing baseball on the island of Cuba.
The island. That's right next to my island.
No, it's not.
Jamaica and Cuba, the next door neighbors.
I don't think so, Gumshoe. Try again.
Oh, wait a minute.
That she looks
Yes.
Wearing a red
familiar.
sort of fedora.
A red fedora and a red jacket.
trench coat?
But under that red jacket are two supple breasts that I intend on finding.
Wait a minute.
What is your motive exactly for
Hold on,
trying
hold
to
on.
find?
Chief, is that your name?
Yes.
Chief? That's your Christian name?
Yes.
Do you have a surname? Or is that your surname?
That is it.
That's it. That's
Just
all we
it.
have.
Just Chief.
That is all my name is. It's Chief.
It's like
because I'm
Cher.
the chief of Acme Industries.
Is it chief like Cher or the chief like the Edge?
The chief.
All right.
Okay. And you say it's Chief because you are the chief of Acme Industries. What was your name previous to that?
Chief Junior.
Chief Junior. Okay.
Did you inherit your title?
From your mother?
My mother, who was a single mom, founded Acme Industries for me to catch the worldwide common thief, Carmen Sandiego.
Notorious swingbat.
And your mother wanted you to catch Carmen Sandiego, but it seems your motivation is to take off her
She
jacket.
be looking for them supple boobies.
Supple breast of a thief. I don't know where she stole them from, maybe from God above. But they're beautiful.
I never really thought about that. I guess our bodies sort of are stolen from God in a way.
When
yeah.
me was in the pool looking up and me got inspired by God, I was like, oh, that God got some nice boobies.
I like the theological implications that we have stolen our bodies from God.
I do like
And
that.
God
wants them back,
God
and
wants
that's why
them back,
we
and
die.
that's why we die.
And he finally catches us.
Right, and God, by the way, is a terrible detective.
Yeah,
because even though he's omnipotent and omniscient, he can't be like, I don't know where those guys are.
Either
They stole
that,
those
or,
bodies.
either that, or babies who die are very clumsy at hiding their tracks.
Nah, me was not a clumsy baby.
That's assured. Babies who die
are clumsy
at hiding their tracks.
Agree that. So wait a minute. You like her boobs because she's a thief?
That
you're
is
saying?
not the point of this. She's a thief. She has gone around the
Seems
world.
like it's the point of this.
She's gone around the world shaking that beautiful round bottom.
Okay.
What?
Wait, what exactly has she stolen? I mean, if you want me to find her, Johnny Hunchman, world's greatest detective.
Millions of world artifacts, Gumshoe. I'm glad you asked, Johnny.
All right.
I think you're gonna be my star pupil of this round of Gumshoes.
Wait, there's rounds?
Yes, of course. She's always stealing something else, and we can never seem to catch her.
This seems like an exercise in futility.
What?
Nothing. So she steals world artifacts.
Yes.
Like, what are some of these artifacts? Like the Statue of Liberty? Or
Recently, Carmen Sandiego was spotted on the Mississippi River stealing the Grand Arch of St. Louis, the gateway to the West.
Whoa!
That's quite a heist.
She always has helpers in every town she goes in.
Gosh, west of that, we call it vibrate.
Let me just say that if she is capable of mobilizing a team of helpers to steal the San Diego, excuse me,
The San Diego.
You're mistaking
gateway to the West.
her surname for what she stole.
If she has a legion of helpers that she can mobilize to steal the St. Louis Arch, I don't think three guys on a podcast are going to be able to catch her.
Oh, but you're wrong, Mr. Hoffman. She can be caught, and she will be caught, because she leaves a trail everywhere she goes. For example, in St. Louis, when she stole the gateway to the West, the big arch of St. Louis,
We know what
she
happens.
left a pair of nice Victoria's Secret thong panties.
Gross.
I'm really wondering
And I
what.
will get her.
Why? Do you have any authority to catch her? Why? I mean, it sounds like you're just like attracted to this woman and you want to date her.
I am authorized by Acme Industries LLC.
You started that.
Once again,
Or
a
your mom
private
started
company,
it.
not a member of the
this is like
law
a
enforcement of any kind.
A citizen's arrest of some sort.
It's citizens harassment.
Can I
Yeah.
ask you a quick question, Chief?
Please.
So I remember a while back that Carmen Sandiego, she moved beyond just traveling around the world, stealing stuff. She moved to traveling in time and stealing stuff.
In time, really?
Yeah, where in time is Carmen Sandiego?
Not my jurisdiction.
There's a difference.
You're not a time cop.
I am not a time cop. I only stay in this realm and run my company, Acme Industries, Gumshoe. But great inquisitory question.
Okay,
I love those types of questions.
But what if Carmen Sandiego, you be looking for her in this realm, and she be in a different time period?
Oh, she'll be here. She'll be here. I smell her when I go to sleep at night. I have a bag of her hair. I have a bag of her hair.
Where
that
did
I
you
leave-
get that?
I almost.
Someone would have had to have shaved her.
She shaves herself. And she leaves
Is
the
that why she
trimmings.
wears that hat?
That's
Yes.
one of the clues she left.
She shaves the side of her head like a modern day millennial girl. She's cool.
Yeah, you know she wear that hat. Her long hair is just connected to the hat.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's fake hair.
Oh, all right.
How did you know that? How did you know that, Gumshoe? Are you holding out? Are you one of her minions? I knew it from the beautiful island of Jamaica, where she has been caught on a bobsled team in the 1988 World Winter Olympics.
Yeah, that's right. Carmen Sandiego it was inspired the John Candy character.
Yes, she was the coach.
In
How did
Cool
you know
Runnings.
that? How did you know that? Oh, Gumshoe, we're getting so much closer to finding this woman.
What are you going to do when you catch her?
I'm going to lock her up in a basement and subtly kiss her golden thighs.
Oh, no, look. Can I ask you something, Chief? What about women? You know, what about women that are acquaintances already of yours, or or maybe dating sites?
What are you inferring?
What I'm implying something. I don't know what I'm inferring. I'll tell you what I'm inferring is that you're in love with Carmen Sandiego,
What?
and
I'm no lesbian, Scott Aukerman.
you're not.
No.
Why? Then why?
I can't. I have no time for a sexual relationship with anyone.
So you're
my job solely surrounds me catching Carmen Sandiego, Gumshoe.
So you're asexual like Jughead.
Yes, just like Jughead.
Do you know Jughead, by the way?
It was the movie about the Marines.
Starring Jack Gyllenhaal. Or as we call him on the island, Ryan Reynolds.
Interesting.
It's very confusing.
It seems like, yeah. I mean, look. It seems to me, and this is just from an outsider's view, and Dr. Green, you're far more qualified than I to psychologically evaluate this person. But
Sound like maybe Carmen Sandiego slip you a little love potion.
Love potion?
Yeah, I sell love potions down at the Venice Boardwalk at Dr. Green's Emporium if you want to come through.
I have no time to be at the Venice Beach. I have to catch Carmen Sandiego, who was last spotted on the island of Ibiza.
well,
Ibiza?
Oh, that's
Ibiza.
right next door to Cuba. Yeah.
That is not true.
All islands are right next door to each other.
it seems to me that you are, in fact, maybe having sexual feelings for Carmen Sandiego, and maybe you just are kind of in denial because of various things happened in your life, in your past, where maybe it wasn't acceptable socially or with your family in order to feel this way, and you're sort of a little bit in denial, probably.
Wow, that's pretty
Nay,
good, Scotty.
Gumshoe, nay. This is simply business, Gumshoe. This is
Who
strictly business.
hired you? This isn't a business. How do you make your money?
I make my money by having my own business incorporated, Acme Industries.
Yeah, no, we
Gumshoe.
know about Acme Industries. It's your business. Your mom started it, and it seems like there's no way that you're actually making money.
I hire gumshoes like yourselves to go out and catch these bad guys. And they bring them to me.
How do you pay us? And how do you pay us, and what do you pay us?
I pay you in the solace of knowing that we're one step closer to catching Carmen Sandiego.
My time is very expensive.
No, thank you.
Man, I just got a text message.
Whoa, did it vibrate?
Yeah.
Or did it buzz?
Oh, It depends on what side of Mississippi are we on right now.
We don't know because Carmen Sandiego stole that arch. That was the only way we knew.
Oh, no. Carmen Sandiego just texted me.
She texted you herself?
Yeah.
What's her number? Send her this picture of me.
Oh, wait, let me see this picture. This is just a picture of your privates.
This is my private parts. Cleanly shaven into a pine tree.
A pine tree?
Yes.
Pine tree?
That's the design on the top of my
like an air
private part.
freshener?
Like an air freshener. And it has a string at the top.
And she says, meet her downtown for lunch later.
To you?
When I catch her. Yeah, she said, tell the chief that.
How does she know that you're with Chief?
I mean, we tie, me and Carmen, we tie, you know. She be texting
Really?
me, yeah.
I am going to arrest this man because he's working in cahoots with Carmen Sandiego.
No, me met her at Usain Bolt's Christmas party. It's nothing crazy like that.
You are no longer a gumshoe.
Wait, you just called him Gumshoe.
I don't remember names. I only know gumshoe.
Look, I don't think you have the authority to arrest Dr. Green. I'd like to see you try, honestly. How would you arrest him even if you wanted to?
Well, there's one way that he can be saved. If you tell me the whereabouts of Carmen Sandiego right now, or just tell me what she's wearing, fragrance-wise.
Fragrance-wise?
Yes!
She says she's down at the Quiznos. The Quiznos that stole John Hodgman's sketch packet idea from
Quiz
the far.
knows what Quiz did.
So,
She
yeah.
would be working in cahoots with another thief.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you, turn to the Quiznos Corporation.
No time for sandwich thievery. I have to catch Carmen Sandiego, Chief. Gumshoe.
You just called us your own name.
I was talking in third person.
Okay, well, I don't know. Look, I'm out. I don't want this job.
Too late.
It's not too late.
Oh, hang on. I just got a vibrabuzz. Oh. Carmen Sandiego is no longer alive.
What?
Carmen
What?
Sandiego is dead?
They just found her body
They found her body.
trapped under the St. Louis Arch
What?
in
She
Cuba.
In Cuba?
No. No.
Oh my God.
No.
Don't know what to say, Chief.
Her body. Was she nude?
That's not.
That's not.
Was she wearing her red coat
Yes, she was wearing her signature red coat and red fedora.
with anything under? Her black turtleneck?
Hang on, let me just scroll down.
Yeah, that might be at the
They don't-
very
they don't
bottom.
say-
No, it
they
doesn't
don't say anything about that.
Chief,
They say that she was wearing a Christian Dior perfume, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm so sorry. I mean, it seems the object of your affections and
life purpose.
Yeah.
No affections, just life purpose.
But here's the thing, she's dead in this timeline, but just go join the other industry that goes back in time looking for Carmen Sandiego where she's still alive.
Yeah, and she might actually be in the future too.
I can't. That's my sister's industry.
Wait, who's your
her
sister?
name?
Queef.
Okay. All right. Look, Chief, I'm so sorry. I'm really fascinated as to what you're going to do next, but we're running out of time here on the show. Please come back and let us know what you do with your life now that Carmen Sandiego is gone. Maybe you can bring Queef with you.
Maybe I'll bring Queef next time I come on this show. Next time, Gumshoe.
Okay, but we're running out of time. We just have time for one last thing, and that is a little something called plugs.
American clubs, we have blue jeans and apple pie. Gonna drive this train into oblivion.
I like that. What was bleeped on that? We've got Apple bleep.
Apple asshole.
That was American Plugs by Todd Fronauer, I bet. Pronounder. Todd, that was great. Enjoyed it. So it was just short enough to be perfectly enjoyable, I thought.
That's right.
Wow.
A millisecond longer, and I would have murdered myself.
Guys, what are we plugging? John, we have, of course, the
Well, we've talked about the Judge Sean Hoffman podcast. Available every Wednesday at MaximumFun.org.
Wednesday afternoon.
That's right.
So if you're having a lazy afternoon
That's
delight.
right. Yeah, don't get up in the morning and call me and saying, are you going to post it? It'll get there Wednesday afternoon. At MaximumFun.org. We also have on February 11th at Thalia Hall in Chicago, I will be doing a live Judge John Hodgman with Jesse Thorne along with many of your other favorite Maximum Fun podcasts, including The Flophouse and other ones. It's all part of I'm sorry. The Flophouse is the only one I remember because they're my enemy podcast.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
So you already had an archenemy who was Dr. Green, it turns out.
Dr. Green.
But the Flophouse is your...
They're my pod nemesis.
Because
they are slightly more popular than I am. But they're great as well as many of your other favorite
Will
Maximum
they be closing
Fun
the show,
podcasts.
or will you?
What's that?
Will they be closing?
We're probably going to flip a coin. If it comes up scarred, I'll murder them.
Good.
And that's all February 11th. It's called the Very, Very Fun Day. And it's I think it's like a 12-hour mini podcast festival.
That sounds like Truth in Advertising. Amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So
February 11th in Chicago.
In Chicago at Thalia Hall, MaximumFun.org. You can find all the details there.
Love that. Okay. Dr. Green, what are you plugging?
Oh, yeah. So actually, Chief and I, we go and we see our favorite improv team together called
Wait,
White.
you guys know each other already?
Yeah, we go way back. Yeah, we didn't.
You do?
Yeah,
no
yeah.
wonder you know Carmen Sandiego. How long have you been keeping this from Chief?
You know, I
How
figure-
long have you been keeping this from me, Gumshoe?
We grew up together. You remember?
You and Carmen Sandiego grew up together in Jamaica or New York?
All the above, you know.
She's all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, it seems that my findings have been off for the past however many years.
18 years or so? How old are you that you've known this 18-year-old?
I'm 61.
Okay.
Gumshoe.
Oh, thank you.
You solved the case
really,
in my
really
head.
left me hanging there.
Strangest reboot of Harold and Maude yet.
So what is this improv team you go to?
It's called White Women. Second Friday of every month at UCB Sunset at 10:30 p.m. Next one is on February 14th, and it's going to be fun.
That's Valentine's Day.
Oh, sorry, February 10th. Thank you for it. That's February 10th.
That's Valentine's Eve.
Yeah, that's how time works. Yeah, so
That's where I'll be, because wherever there's a white woman, perhaps named Carmen Sandiego, I want to see it.
Carmen Sandiego's not a Latina woman. I feel like
No.
that's the most Latina name I could find.
No, if she was Latino, it would be Carmen Sandiego.
Maybe she's just from San Diego. We not a lot of info on her. Well, that's cool. White women every second Friday of every month. And Chief, do you have anything to plug?
I will also plug the same show, which is my favorite show, White Women, brought to you by Carmen Sandiego every second Friday of the month at 10:30 p.m. at UCB Sunset, or just come to Herald Night and Maud Night.
All right. I want to plug the, it's getting very close to the release of the Michael Bolton's Big Sexy Valentine's Day special on Netflix that I co-directed with Akiva Schaffer of The Lonely Island. A lot of great people in that. We have Maya Rudolph, Sarah Silverman, Randall Park, Casey Wilson, Eric Andre, Andy Samberg, Fred Armisen, so many great people in that. Check that out on Netflix, February 7th.
Those are some of the big names.
There's some of the longer names that I've ever said on this show.
That's right. Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, we have Chief. That's a real short name.
That's a short, but compared.
That's me,
Comparatively.
Gumshoe.
Thank you. All right, let's
February 7th, you
February
said.
7th on Netflix.
On Netflix.
Yes, please check it out. Let's close up the old plug bag.
Talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags. I'm talking about bags and bags. I'm talking about opening bags.
All right, new closing up the plug bags theme. Getting used to it. Thanks, guys. What an incredible show, John. Always great to see you.
What a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
The pleasure is all mine. Believe me. Anytime you're in town, please. I'll chase you down, as you know.
You won't have to. I've just set up a little nest in the next room. I'm going to be living here for the rest of my life.
So a nest meaning the thermostat, automated thermostat thing?
It's a nest made of those.
Oh, okay, wow. Dr. Green, great to see you.
Boop, boop, shaboop, brother.
Oh, you were really angry. And Chief, great to meet you. Please bring back Queef.
I will. And I don't believe that Carmen Sandiego is actually dead.
Okay, well, we'll find out next time. All right, thanks, everyone. Bye.
Hey, this is Jason Sklar, one of the hosts of Sklarbro Country, a podcast here on Earwolf that we love doing, and we have a fantastic episode where we sit down with the hilarious Caitlin Olsen. We talk to her about her comedic process. We talk to her about some inside the actor studio, behind the scenes, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia stuff. Here's a clip. Are your kids in karate?
Ours are in jujitsu.
Does Rob take the classes with you?
He would love to. He takes like adult jujitsu. But like for the first 4 or 5 times, he brought his gi and everything in a bag. I'm like, what do you expect is going to happen in there?
We had a blast. I think you'll enjoy it. And you can check it out on earwolf.com, iTunes, or your favorite podcast app. Sklarbro Country. Get into it.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Aukerman and Chris Bannon. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.